Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back, Pisces. Whew, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I appreciate all of you guys so much. When I called, y'all answered, and I really appreciate all of the love and support that you show me. That's what I had to say, okay? Y'all be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Actually, oh yeah, I'm trying to see, my ring light be leaning, child. It just do its own thing. But I have a little bit of a channel message for you guys. Anything you all need to know is in the description box. If you want to book a reading, it's there. If you want to get merch, it's there. If you want to follow me on Instagram and see the stories that I post, because I really don't post posts. I just post stories. So it's all there, you guys. Like the video, thumbs up the video. That's a great way to support the channel for free. Shout out to all my members. Y'all really are showing out. Okay, I am filming this Wednesday, the 17th. And that live that we did on Monday really took me out. I'm still tired. So, well, I'm not tired, but I'm still regrouping. And hopefully by the time you see this, we will have done the members reading, or it will be tonight. I'm doing it tonight, Wednesday night. So yeah, and shout out to all my moderators. Thank you guys. And everybody who reaches out to me on Instagram. I try to respond to all of you. And if I don't do it right away, I will do it eventually. But I appreciate you guys so much. Socialization is weird for me. But we're here. And I want to share with you what I was thinking. So, like, there's this image. I keep getting this image of a shovel, and it got confirmed for me like twice this morning. It was once when I was doing yoga. And then the second time when I was watching one of my mentors. And specifically when I was watching one of my mentors, they said something about a shovel and like digging yourself out of things. And I was already feeling that as the channel message for you guys. So that really just confirmed it. Basically, I feel like y'all are doing shadow work right now. And the shadow work is deep. Like, it may feel like you're digging yourself a hole. It may feel like you may never get out of this place, like emotionally or spiritually. But you will. We will. But I feel like you're digging deep to find some type of treasure. Or if you do this spiritual digging, you are going to find treasure. Buried treasure. Ooh, and my phone just went off. Also, I think, did I do a reading buried treasure? Let me look it up and see. You may find more options as well. Let me see, did I do a buried treasure reading? I feel like I either did it on Pisces Network or I did it on the Nutcase Network or one of them. And for any of you guys who don't know, The Underground is my channel. Somebody put in the comments that they didn't want to subscribe to The Underground because they weren't sure if it was really me. But, I mean, I've been telling y'all to subscribe. So, you know, either do it or don't. It is what it is. But, yeah, something about buried treasure. I feel like I did a reading about that. Also, just in terms of the collective, like, maybe worldwide, there's going to be a lot of, like, digging for buried treasure. I can't remember what country they found a bunch of like natural resources in. But I feel that there's going to be a lot of digging for buried treasure or like conversation about digging. Also, one of you guys, all right, Melody, shout out to you, boo, because Melody pointed out that I did a reading called like Cold Winter, or the thumbnail was like Cold Winter. I'm struggling to find it because I don't think I put Cold Winter in the title, so I can't search for it. But it's a thumbnail. And she reminded me that my reading came true. Like, my prediction was correct, because it is a very cold winter. So I hope you guys are staying warm. If you're in cold places, you should already know, but be sure to keep your faucets dripping so that your pipes won't burst, okay? That could be significant as well for your emotions. Make sure that you guys are keeping your emotions open, like, to a certain degree. You know, there is a benefit to being emotional or being able to tap into emotion and empathy, but there's also a benefit to detachment. But Spirit really wants you to have a balance right now, because it is pretty cold on an energetic level. And they don't want you to get so engulfed in your emotions that you can't function, but they still want you to be able to be empathetic. But there's going to be buried treasure that you find when you do this shadow work. And I feel like it's going to open up options for you. It's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you find stability, communicating with your higher self, with your inner being. And there may also be like some deposits of material wealth or deposits of material sustainability found like in the earth on a collective level. Resources. Also, I feel like the earth replenishes resources naturally. Like, even, okay, so for example, the gold rush, when everybody was going west to find gold, right? If we were to just leave the land and the earth alone, it would naturally like replenish. So keep that in mind for yourself too. All right? That your natural resources, your natural deposits of spiritual, mental, emotional, physical wealth, material wealth, they replenish naturally, okay? So let's see. I have to use these energy oracles. We are going to read the book real quick. For Pisces, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Father, Mother God, what is the message for them today? What do they need to know? What is most important when it comes to this energy, when it comes to their lives at this time? What's going on? Ooh, contract. So the number 6 is significant as well. So June could be significant, or the 6th of a month. Life path 6. Forward progress, forward movement. Knowing where you've come from so that you can understand where you're going. Knowing where you've been so that you can understand where you are, so that you can understand where you're going. Something is leading you to success or leading you to that buried treasure. It's a gift. Some of you are going to be given something as well. Okay, in card 14, caring connections. Card number 8, indecision. So yeah, there's there's connections that are coming in for you, Pisces. And you're going to be, and it's happening this year, probably in June. Again, May, June, and July are significant for you guys. But it's probably going to be very, like, nerve-wracking. My stomach just rumbled. For you to figure out, like, what decision to make. So with this contract card, it says partnerships, legal commitment. So you may be dealing with that right now, okay? Or it could be coming up. This card shows a contract in the background ready to be signed, indicating a committed connection of some sort. This union may be a business deal, the sale of a home, a new job, or even a commitment in marriage. Whatever the connection, this card is more than a casual agreement. It's usually something that requires a document that's binding, at least for the time being. This could also be about your spiritual contract. It is binding. You can't get out of it, okay? All right, incense, doing the most. Your soul contract is legally binding, and I can't lift up the window. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Crack a window in this bitch. Damn. All right. Okay, so at least for the time being, whatever you're in, I feel like you're in it. The scales of justice also indicate that if a legal action is underway, it is likely to turn out in your favor. This card shines a light on potential new opportunities, so remain aware and perceptive to what may be coming your way. Ooh, Lord. There have been a lot of people scamming out here too. So I do feel like you guys are going to have some legal contracts proposed to you, jobs proposed to you, opportunities proposed to you. And you're going to have to figure out which ones are viable. Okay. Now, this caring connection card signifies a partnership as well. Ooh, yin and yang. That's good. So some type of balance that you are in right now, or that you are about to achieve within the aspects of your inner self and your masculine and feminine energy, balance just in general, is bringing a balanced contract into your life. Now, the caring connection card says friendship, partnership of two, possible love. So this is going to be a contract between you and someone else. It's not going to be like a third party involved. Like, it's just between you and one person, or you and this one company, or whatever. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace, with the woman holding the blossoms of new love. All right. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. This card upright signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. So I feel like you're coming into an energetic vibration where something is being balanced out, and it's going to bring balanced connections. That's what I feel. I feel like this is because of the shadow work that you're doing, the digging that you're doing, and there's going to be treasure. As you dig deeper and you identify more about yourself, there's going to be treasure. Like, for example, today I was really reflecting on my mom, and I love my mom, and can't nobody say anything bad about my mom, because there's nothing you can say, and then it wouldn't even be viable because she's no longer here. So I was thinking about my mom and how much I love my mom, and just ways that I sometimes wish that I could talk to her, and times that I wish that I could talk to her, and just times where I miss her presence, right? And I was reflecting on my life and my childhood with her, and this is a version of me digging deep, right? So I started to think about, and I'm going to share this with you guys, because I already told y'all in that live that if anybody has ill will or bad intentions on me, my spirit team is going to come for you. So I don't have a problem with sharing. I have my Jupiter placement in Virgo, which from my research tells me that pretty much I'm a perfectionist. And sometimes I'm really hard on other people because I want things to be perfect, or I really strive for situations, work, my craft, different things that I do to have this air of perfection, or to be seamless, or to be flawless, right? But the downside to that, the crutch that brings into my life, is not just that I'm hard on others, and I see this reflected through how I raise my kids. And it really caused me to think about like different things that I was doing. That's why I kind of touched on in the live. If you didn't see it, you should go watch that live. It was really good. But in the live, we touched on like discipline with your kids and a more gentle approach. Because I'm not necessarily a huge subscriber to all of the aspects of gentle parenting, but there are parts of it that I do resonate with. But that, that Jupiter having Virgo is like, for me, I realized that not only do I put so much pressure on other people, but I also put a lot of pressure on myself. And it's like unrealistic pressure. It's a pressure and an obligation and like this heavy weight of needing everything to go exactly right or needing things to be exactly perfect. And I've seen and noticed, like just thinking about it this morning, it was like, huh. And I read about my Jupiter placement a while back and refreshed myself recently. And I always knew this, but it didn't really hit me until like this morning when I was doing yoga, because I really could not do a lot of the moves that she was doing. Like I watched Black Yogi Nico Marie, shout out to her, because she's really like down to earth. Like you guys sometimes say you watch me because of my relatable nature and that I'm not superficial. Like I'm just giving it to you raw and real. But I like doing yoga with her because it's like that's how she is in the yoga sphere. Like there's so many yoga instructors that are like, they give off this air of perfection, and I don't really relate to that. But then I turn around sometimes and try to be perfect. And people relate to me because I'm not perfect. But then it's hard for me to see those imperfections within myself as a benefit or as a positive attribute. I see it a lot of times as something negative or harsh, or I really beat myself up when I don't do something exactly right. So when I was doing today, we did a lot of core, okay? Core and balance. Core and motherfucking balance. And it was hard and I could not hit the moves. And I was like, damn. It made me so mad. Like I could feel the anger and the frustration and the negative self-talk and all the defamatory personal things rising up inside of me. And I'm like, girl, that's your problem right there. You always try to be perfect, or you try to make things perfect, or you think you have to be perfect. And you don't, because it's not humanly possible. And that's a lot that's related to having, a Jupiter, a Virgo Jupiter, or whatever you want to call it. Right? But then I was like, damn, where does that come from? You get what I'm saying? Like, this is how I do shadow work. Sitting with myself. And it's not just always in silence. Sometimes me reflecting or reading or watching things causes me to do that shadow work. So that's why I say, like, meditation ain't for everybody. Sitting in a quiet room with your legs folded and hands like this is not for everybody. So do it in your own way. But I was like, damn, where does that come from? And I realized that it comes from my family. Like it comes from my mom. It comes from these very successful and intelligent and educated and talented and driven group of people who are also extremely toxic because of that same thing. My grandmother had an 8th grade education, but she literally provided savings, stability, and support and protection for all of her children and grandchildren. My grandmother was an Aries. Okay. And she had one of those classic Black woman names. Middle name was May, okay? And she was just a very strong provider, but she had flaws because her youngest child was a child born out of wedlock. And it's something that wasn't really like talked about in my family. It's like, then my mom, it's like she had all of these accolades and education. And then my grandmother gave back because she had an 8th grade education, but she worked for the school district almost her entire life with the special needs kids on the bus and making sure they were home safe when other people didn't care about them. And then my mom was definitely in fields of basically development for other people. And she was very educated and she accomplished a lot in her life, but she definitely had flaws when it comes to like emotions. And I always felt this pressure to be perfect because she put that pressure on me. But it wasn't necessarily because she wanted me to do well. She did want me to do well, but part of the pressure that was placed on me and that I felt, and that maybe was not necessarily intended, but it was absorbed, was because she wanted to basically teach her other family members a lesson. She wanted to teach her siblings a lesson. She wanted to show her mother something, my grandmother something. It's like she wanted to prove to them that she didn't make a fuck up of her life. And I feel like my grandmother hid things because she wanted to show that she didn't fuck her life up. And, you know, sometimes I see it in my uncle too, because we've had little tiffs back and forth. And, you know, I can see where that cycle has placed me when it comes to my own growth, and when it comes to my own stagnation, and when it comes to my own negative self-talk and self-sabotage. And you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was reflecting on today. So what I feel like you guys are doing, or what I feel like you should focus on right now, if you're kind of trying to figure that out, is just to understand where those aspects may fall in your life. Not specific to what I said, but where your birth chart aspects may fall and how it looks in your life. And just really focusing on digging deep. The shovel, and the digging is just so significant right now. I feel like really Spirit wants us to dig up and unearth our gifts through a realization of our flaws. And if you're too afraid or nervous or angry or whatever, or emotional, to look at your flaws, you're going to miss out on a big treasure, okay? I just felt like I had to say it. Now, card number 8 is indecision. So there may be some indecision when it comes to a contract that you guys are facing. But I feel like if you start to do this shadow work and you start to dig these things up and unearth these things and uproot them, it's going to help you break a lot of cycles and help you make a decision that you need to make. Now, the card says which choice to make. This card marks the presence of 2 or more possible choices in your life. It shows you anxiously looking at 2 roads, wondering which would be the better choice. Yet, you are standing still, feeling confused by the up and down emotions of your present indecision. You could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. The indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that will keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. So in the near future, you're going to have to make a decision about a connection, a contract, a job, your home, something about your stability, something about your relationships, or just even, this could even be just decisions about your everyday life and like what you want to do today, what you want to do right now. What do you do next? Ooh, damn. Stuff is definitely coming up and it's hard. It's not going to feel good. Y'all are going to feel probably pretty shitty, okay? But it's what you need to do in order to get what it is that you want and to have clarity. So I don't want you guys to be afraid of this shadow work. I want you to embrace it. Just embrace it. It is what it is. Like there's no reason to stress about stuff. Listen, because if you know, at the end of the day, if something happens that you're not necessarily pleased with, it is what the fuck it is. Can we go lay down? Can I lay down? Listen, I don't care if I'm laying down in my car. I don't care if I'm laying down in my bed. I don't care if I'm laying down across a set of chairs. I can go to sleep anywhere. It might take me a while, but I can go to sleep anywhere. Okay? Because I just feel like if you spend your life stressing over what could happen, what could not happen, all these types of things, you're just not going to do anything. And I think that's what Spirit wants you to kind of see when it comes to whatever this is that you're dealing with at this time, okay? I don't know what you're going through, but I know what I'm going through, and I know what I see the world going through. And that's just what I feel like I had to tell you, okay? Y'all be sure to like the video. Subscribe. I just feel like we as people are so stagnated because we're so stiff. We're stagnated because we're so stiff. We're not flexible. We don't, I don't know. We just don't, we don't think of, I don't know, things as malleable. We think of things as like fixed. And it's not supposed to be like that. Like, not everybody's like that, but I do feel there is a lot of us who are like that, and we don't think we're like that, but we actually are like that because we don't actually dig deep to see how we could possibly be like that. Like, we're so dogmatic. And it's like, life ain't dogmatic. Like, you can't just be so stern on something. Yes, there are certain things that it's like, there are certain things in life, like, you know, abuse and manipulation that I just don't agree with in a destructive way. Like, anything that does harm to another person, I don't think it should be happening. But the fact is, it does happen, and I just feel like we have to see more color in our lives. Okay? I don't know. I said what the fuck I said. And y'all are going to listen if you want to. Y'all are going to change your lives if you want to. Y'all are going to change your perspective if you want to, or you're not. All right? So what else? What else is this about for Pisces? Limitations. Ooh, interesting. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some carefully thought out plans, but the card don't say that. You can get around them with some careful thought, or simply choose something better for you. So you may feel limited by a contract. You may feel limited by a job. You may feel limited in your situation. Dog barking. But the obstacles that you have are not what they seem. Something is going to work out in your favor. It's going to be balanced. It's just, I really feel like it's about your perspective and the way you think about things. Short term, this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries. You will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. And offerings. Some of you guys may be drinking coffee. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. Yeah, so some of you guys are about to be offered a job or just some type of opportunity. But it's going to be short term because whatever it is, I feel like there's a specific reason why you're being offered it. And there's something specific that Spirit wants you to gain from it. Okay. There have been so many temporary things in my life that I've tried to make permanent. And whenever I do that, I fuck myself over. So, just a little tidbit, you know. A little tidbit. Wake up. Get up out the bed. Get up off your ass. Come on, let's go to work. Okay? What is this possibly about for Pisces? What is this possibly about? What is this possibly about for Pisces, Spirit? Oh, man. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Judgment. And the Ten of Cups. Alarms? Your alarm might have been going off. Something about an alarm. Possibly a phone call. I feel like there's this, whatever this opportunity is that someone is bringing towards you. I feel like don't be intimidated by this. Like, it kind of, it kind of feels like it's intimidating. Or I feel that Spirit wants you to have a confident air about yourself. Like they want you to be confident about this opportunity. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius bringing you this opportunity. It could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I feel, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like it's about money or finances. Or it's a job. Like literally, they may want you to quickly like do something or sign some type of paperwork. You may want to do your research because that card did say research. So I would say don't just jump into anything. Really pay attention to the red flags with the Judgment card, because something may be false. Somebody may be giving you like false hope for a job or an opportunity. Somebody may be, I don't know. There may be some illusions here. It's like, it feels like you go from feeling a little shitty to feeling like the Empress, Six of Wands, to feeling like you're realizing something. But you're determined not to give up on something. You're determined. It's like you're determined to keep taking the action that you feel like you need to take. Yeah, but I feel like somebody's rushing in. They could be communicating through like email, text, some type of text. So it's not like, it's fast communication. I just feel like somebody may be trying to rush you into making a decision. But I also feel like you could be taking too long to make a decision because you may have some type of analysis paralysis, okay? What else is this about? Interesting. The occupation card I wanted to flip out. What else is this about? Ooh, imprisonment. So that could be a contract, though. We have poverty at the bottom. You may feel limited by some type of like financial issues. You may feel like you can't maybe take an opportunity. It may involve some type of travel or some type of investment, excuse me, that you have to make before you're able to take the opportunity. And you may feel like you can't do it because you don't have the money. This could be coming from a man, main male, or you could be the man receiving this opportunity. It don't matter. But I feel like it could be coming from a man. A little false person. Unexpected income, wealthy man, sudden wealth. If you just came into some money, I feel like, I don't know. If you just came into some money, be careful. Or if you have some type of assets, be careful. Because I feel like there may be a false person or someone scamming from overseas or from a different country trying to get your information. Yeah, then we have thief. See what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's trying to think up a way that they can steal from you. Because you have like, okay, privileged lady, which is somebody taking care of or just financially stable, somebody who's got support, whatever. Then you have bad health, which can it can signify or indicate an attachment. The dog's barking everywhere. It's like somebody's thinking of how they, okay. Somebody's thinking of how they can attack, bitch. And there's a dog barking in the background, y'all. There's one over here that's loud. Then there's another one that's not that loud. All right. But it's like this person is thinking about how they can attach to this privileged lady. Then they send this message, but there it's a distraction to steal from you, or it's a con. Somebody's running a con because they're in an impoverished situation. And there's a man behind this. There's a man, but they're acting like they're a woman, but it's actually a man. And maybe they're offering you a job or offering you some type of money as if they're like a business owner or as if there's somebody in a position of wealth. But it's like they are trying to, maybe they're making themselves seem like they're more wealthy than they are. I don't know. But it's like they're trying to prey on maybe your desires, or they're trying to prey on your needs or something like that. To 777, so this is a warning in some way. They're trying to get money, but they're overseas, or they're from a different city, state, zip code, country. Great fortune, official person, and coffin. Yeah, but I feel like the more you learn about this situation, you're going to realize that this is not a real job, or that somebody is trying to like rob you of something. Interesting. Can I get one more card for this I was about to say limitations. Whatever, this imprisonment, limitations, whatever, spirit. Can I get one more of these, please? See, and it came out in reverse. Like, I don't know who this is, but it's like, whatever. If this is somebody trying to scam you or do something stupid, remember, contract said it's going to go in your favor. So they're not going to be able to get anything. They're not going to be able to really run this con or do this. It's like somebody feels trapped in their situation. Now, this could also be a job that you're offered, and you may take it because you need the money, or you may take it because that's what you have to do, right? But it could cause you to feel kind of limited or trapped, or it may cause you to feel like you don't have as much flexibility. Yeah, we have wealthy man and great fortune. I just feel like somebody's trying to promise you like some type of great fortune, or they know that you are very fortunate and they're trying to take your fortune. I also feel like you could be offered a job for a lot of money, but it could be very restrictive, or it could be very demanding. It's like somebody is saying, you're going to get this money. It's not unexpected. Like they're telling you how much you're going to make. They're telling you how much you'll earn, but you are going to be in this contract. It's like there are pros and cons to the situation. So that's why you may be indecisive about it, either because you're not sure if it's a scam, or because you're not sure if you want to give up some type of freedom in the situation, okay? But whatever it is short term. So I feel like, I'm just saying, something better will come along. If you got to make your money now, make your money now. Do what you need to do. I feel like there's an experience in it for you. But I also feel like if there's any tomfoolery or bullshit going on, I feel like you're also going to know that as well. I don't think, as long as you're using your discernment, you're paying attention. Like, please do not send your social security number, your, I don't know, any personal information to people who you don't know or can't verify. Okay. What is the most important thing that Pisces needs to know about this situation in regards to what they're going to encounter in the future? King of Cups. So it could be a Let me just do 3 cards. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could be you, though. King of Cups. What else does Pisces need to know about what they're going to encounter in the near future? King of Pentacles. Okay, what does Pisces need to know? Yeah, about what they're going to be encountering in the near future. Hangman. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like this person has got something to offer. It's like somebody, yeah, I was just about to say that. The moon is at the bottom. Somebody looks good on the surface. Could be a Scorpio or a Cancer or another Pisces. Possibly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe even Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know. It could be anybody. Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't give a fuck. But it's like this person looks good on the surface, but there's something about them that's off, or something about the situation that's off. Or they're just very, like, I don't want to say driven. They may be driven, but it's like they don't allow their dark side to come out, or they don't allow parts of them to come to the surface. They may be very disciplined. Yeah, some of you may feel like it's going to take a lot for you to do whatever this is. And I feel like you're trying to figure out if you want to take this contract. But you manifested this. I don't know. I really don't know what this is, y'all. I'm going to be honest. But you're thinking about it. You're stuck. It's like you don't know what to do about it. What's the King of Cups? The Magician. The Justice. And the Three of Wands. I just feel like y'all manifested whatever this is. What's the King of Cups? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. And it's like you were really focused on something when you manifested this, or taking this action. Some of y'all could be working. You're really focused on manifesting something. You're in your own world. You're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. You're really just focused on whatever it is that you're working on. Whatever this is that you're doing. You don't want to get distracted from your work. And I feel like everything is kind of all about you right now. What's the King of Pentacles? The Queen of Cups. So we saw the Queen of Pentacles. We got the King of Cups. We see the Queen of Cups and we got the King of Cups. When will the King... Oh my God. I was like, when is the King of Wands going to show up? Because we got the Queen of Wands. And look who the fuck it is. That blows my mind, y'all. I was like, when is the King of Wands going to show up? So the King of Wands is like maybe on the back end. What is this? There's a lot of people. You got the Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. What is this? I really don't know, y'all. But it's something about work. It's something about what you're working on or what you're focusing on when it comes to your work or your career or whatever you want to build. What's the King of Pentacles? Wait. What's the King of Pentacles? Oh, Six of Cups reverse. You're really focused on the future. There are bad memories here, or there's something about the past that's negative. Or somebody's focusing negatively on the past when it comes to you. Some of you are seeing your future. We have the Judgment again. So Scorpio energy is strong. The number 20. I don't know. It's just, I feel like something's giving y'all a red flag. I really don't know what this is. It feels like something is giving you guys like a red flag. Or something about a person or a situation is like making this alarm go off within you. Because it's like bringing up bad memories from the past. From either a job that you worked at or from like a masculine figure. Something about this man. It's some man. It's some man out here that's manipulating people when it comes to their work or jobs or money or something. And I feel like he's hiding behind a woman, or I don't know, he's impersonating a woman, acting like he's a woman. I'm not saying he's like LGBTQ+. I'm not saying he's transgendered. It's like, this is somebody maybe scamming on the internet, got a fake account. The picture is a woman, but it's really a man. Or they got a fake email, and the email address says a woman's name, but it's really a man. Pay attention. That's all I'm saying. Spirit really wants y'all to pay attention, because it's like you're focusing on what you're doing. You're focusing on what you're manifesting. It's like you're focusing on the future or something like this. I feel like Spirit wants you to pay attention to like false representations of your manifestations. Do you get what I'm saying? False representations of your manifestations. So whatever you're manifesting, Spirit wants you to watch out for people who are trying to perpetrate as if they are what you've manifested, or from situations that try to perpetrate as if it is what you've manifested when it's really not. And you're going to be able to identify these types of things more easily when you dig deep and you take that shovel and you dig down deep into like your shadow work, yourself. Six of Swords. You've learned this. In some way, shape, or form. Somebody may want to travel, but they can't. Somebody may be stuck. Or someone may be talking about traveling. Or somebody can't do something because they're traveling. Or they can't travel because they are doing something. Or they're stuck wherever they are while they're traveling. I don't know what this is. I'm just going to put that right there. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. It's like maybe they're offering you a lot of money for this new job. This could involve some type of travel. But it's shit that's not adding up. Something ain't adding up. Yeah, I just feel like you're not paying attention to something. Your intuition is blocked. or there's a hidden devil or a hidden adversary or some type of hidden toxicity from a person, like a hidden plot or plan or scheme or something. And you don't see it because you're looking at the money, or you're looking at like the opportunity just for what it is, being a Pisces. I feel like you're naive to some type of communication, but it's because you're worried about something. It's because you're anxious about something. It's because you're concerned about something. And that fear, concern, worry, or anxiety is blocking you from being able to see that somebody is scamming you and offering you something that looks like what you wanted. But in reality, if you disconnect yourself from the emotions, remember we were talking about that faucet drip, because it's cold out here. It's a lot of people scamming out here. It's a lot of people hungry out here. It's a lot of people in poverty out here. And especially if you live in like a more first world country, you don't know what these people are dealing with in these third world countries. And they are willing to do it. However they can get their money, that's how they're going to get it. So I feel like if you detach yourself from the fear or the emotions from a situation, you'll see what you should be giving your energy to. And you won't have to worry about any type of conflict or anything blowing up in your face. But I also feel like if you're too emotionally attached to something, it's like no matter what, this is going to be revealed to you. Something is going to turn out in your favor. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, another individual. Somebody is rushing. They're coming in really fast to give you something, to offer you some type of documentation that you need to sign, paperwork. But there's still stuff that's hidden. There's still stuff that you can't see. Pay attention to what starts to jump out at you, because they want you to weigh the pros and the cons of this offer. But it's like they don't want you to move too fast into a situation. Somebody's offering you some type of contract for work, okay? Or some type of business proposal or something like that. I don't know. What's the Hangman? The Four of Cups. So yeah, it's like you don't know. There may be a lot of offers coming in like this. People are scamming out here, bro. There may be a lot of different offers coming in like this, but you have some type of recollection or a bad memory about this to where you feel like you need to protect yourself, or you've learned something in the past, or you feel unprotected. Or somebody thinks that you're vulnerable or unprotected. Death card and the Moon. I swear it's a Scorpio or a Cancer. Maybe even a Gemini. Possibly an Aquarius, Aries. I don't know. But yeah, it's like there's something hidden still. Or it's like you're unsure what's going to happen when you take this opportunity or when you walk through this threshold. Some of you really don't like the options that you're being given. It's like you're starting not to like the looks of whatever this is, because it's a little too funny. Okay, what's the Hangman? Seven of Wands. Yeah, your spidey senses is tingling. Somebody doesn't want you to protect yourself, or they don't want you to watch your back or something. Eight of Swords. And the Strength card. So somebody's afraid that you caught on to whatever they were doing, and now they're going to pull back. You're not going to hear from them. Yeah, Five of Swords. And the Moon. Yeah. It's like when you don't hear from someone or you don't receive contact from someone, you're going to know, damn, you're going to know it was some bullshit. Yeah, and I just feel like there was some type of, something happened. It's like somebody, maybe they celebrated too quickly. Maybe you celebrated too quickly. I don't know. But there was some type of celebration or rejoicing, some type of happiness, feeling fulfilled. But it's like you also like immediately there, it's like there was that feeling, but then immediately there was like this uncovering of the truth, seeing beyond the veil, realizing what was going on underneath the surface. I just feel like you really loved whatever this was, or you felt like this was the perfect company or something like that. This could even be you starting a job and then realizing it's not what you thought once you get in the door. Like seeing what's behind the veil after you sign on, after you start working, after you get out of probationary period or training. It's like you're going to realize that all jobs are jobs, all companies are companies. They're all looking out for their own best interest, and it just feels very deflating. Like it feels like it deflates you. And you didn't see this. You weren't paying attention to this, or you weren't thinking about this because you were running on that high of like getting what it is that you want. And I feel like you're starting to realize that it is something temporary. You don't want to get stuck here. This is Spirit's way of helping you discover what you may be afraid to see about yourself, or what you may not be paying attention to when it comes to yourself. Either how you handle situations, how you feel about yourself, what your secret gifts are, whatever. So that you can have the courage to fight for what it is that you want and overcome your fears to start whatever this is that you want to start, to go for whatever this new thing is that you've already started or that you're planning on doing. That's what I feel. Yeah, that's what I feel. If it resonated, it resonated. If it don't, it don't. That's what I feel. I feel like whatever this is that you're dealing with this job, this opportunity, this home, whatever this is that you're dealing with when it comes to these contracts or a legal situation, it's like Spirit's way of teaching you how to discover the things that are deep within you that you're afraid to see, or that you don't want to see, or that it's difficult for you to see. I feel like somebody was trying to manipulate you, or maybe you were sold a bill of goods, or maybe you were scammed, or maybe it was a situation where, you know, whatever the fuck happened, I don't know. Or it just was disappointing once you got in the door. But with the Six of Swords, what it's basically saying is that you now have more information. You now have learned something that will help you in the future. And basically it'll help you heal, okay? This could even be a shock. Something could be very shocking, surprising, disappointing. So maybe there was like a short-term victory, short-term satisfaction, short-term vindication, short-term success, short-term attention. And now maybe it feels like, okay, reality is setting in. However, there's a reason. There was something that Spirit wanted you to learn from this situation. So I would suggest, if you don't want to go through it again, to listen, okay? That's how I feel. What else does Pisces need to know? Yeah, there was some type of an illusion here. There was some type of false person or an illusion or something. Something was, a lie was told. It's like somebody is hiding behind the matrix. So it could be online. It could be like, I don't know what the fuck. But it's like somebody hiding behind a false identity. Luxury and family. Yeah, because they want luxury for their family. I feel like this is somebody who, they don't care really how other people feel. They don't care what happens to other people. They're just going to do what they have to do to stay stable or to stay ahead. They're not protecting you in the situation. I don't know if this is a lawyer or somebody. I don't know. But they're hiding behind a false, like, illusion. What else? Solitude wanted to flip out. Nature, anxiety. So if you're feeling stressed out, Spirit is telling you to go hug a tree. Get in nature. Or do whatever it is that you need to do to have some type of solitude. Maybe it's smoking, lighting some incense, burning a candle. I don't know. I also feel like Spirit wants you to take a break from the matrix, society, social media. Definitely social media, because people hide behind these profiles and then they go ignite emotions from people online by leaving stupid comments or posting stupid shit. Okay, what else does Pisces need to know? Music. Yeah, go out in nature, smoke a blunt, listen to some music, whatever it is you do. Just do that so you can get back grounded. Interesting. Third party and surrender. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. It's like someone outside of your family or outside of yourself, or I don't know. But there's a third party involved who's, I don't know what this is. Because it's like a partnership between two people is going to work out. But when you deal with the third party, or when you deal with someone where a situation involves a third party, or I don't know what this is. This could be a third party, like affiliate. This could be like you have to go through a third party to get to this other person. That's not right. Like whatever that is, it could be like third party. I don't know. Like if you're applying for jobs, apply straight between you and the company. Don't apply through Indeed. Don't apply through fucking, what's the other one? Monster, ZipRecruiter. Apply straight to the company. Like these third-party affiliates, don't fuck with them right now. That's what I feel. Because I feel like they're drowning, or they're in a position where they're trying to make their money and they don't give a fuck about you and your best interest. So they may be out here scamming or letting people scam or being parties to scams or shit that's going on. Now you know. The more you know. Reading rainbow. Okay, whatever. It's funny to me. That's what this is. I feel like you need to be very skeptical right now, but not in a cynical way. Just in a way where, you know, I feel like you're using your discernment the way that Spirit wants you to. What else does... oh my God. I just saw somebody walking in my room and nobody is here, y'all. It's all right. I'm not scared. It just caught me off guard. Ooh, baby. What the fuck was that? Did y'all hear that? I appreciate all the energies and spirits that come through. And if there are any energies, spirits, or entities that do not belong or are negative, they are not allowed to attach to myself, my children, my pets, my homes, or my things. And they must remove themselves. My spirit team will help you find the exit if you need to go. What else does Pisces need to know? Love abides. So yeah, just keep loving your heart, you guys. Just saying, feelings still remain, rekindling passion. Give it one more chance. So it's like, I just feel like keep loving your heart. Don't give up on yourself. Let the emotional drip occur where you still feel and can be empathetic and, you know, understand emotions, but don't let it overflow to where you're drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Okay. Inner growth, testing your strength, overcome adversity, making spiritual progress. So yeah, this is about your inner growth. I'm telling you, that's what this Six of Swords is. You have a guide with you. They're watching you. They're protecting you. They're circling around you. Like, I literally just saw this. I literally just saw this in the corner of my eye, and that's why I was like, oh shit. In my room. Like, that's what I just saw, that shadow figure. But I feel like some of you may have a shadow figure that you see that shows themselves to you to let you know that they're guiding you as you're going through like the depths of your spiritual awakening, or you're going through the depths of your trauma or your soul or whatever. They're guiding you through this. They're guiding you and your children through this if you have kids. While y'all are looking down, while y'all can't see what's going on, they see what's going on. So they want you not to stress yourself out, overwork yourself, or tire yourself out worrying about things. You are protected. Somebody's going to be very disappointed because I feel like you caught them in a lie, or you caught them in some type of scam, or you see through the illusion in a situation. And I feel like they could be very worried that you've discovered whatever this is. So if you're like not hearing back from a job, or somebody was emailing you, or somebody was DMing you on Instagram, like there's a bunch of scammers talking about affiliates and all that stupid shit on Instagram. It's a lot of these. I feel like, and I'm not trying to be discriminatory against. Let me say this, because I don't ever want to offend anybody, but I'm going to speak the truth and I'm going to say what's real. At least from my recollection and in my opinion, and from my understanding and discernment of different situations, and from my experience in life. Because there are a lot of third world countries that are being bullied, bombarded, maybe even bombed, or, you know, made to feel less than human. There are people who don't give a fuck about resorting to some grimy shit. And I'm not saying it's because they're grimy people. I'm saying when you have no other choice, and when you're in an impoverished situation, you will do whatever you can to feed the mouths of those who you love. And I ain't even mad. But that's why Spirit is saying, like, you got to be the one, Pisces. If you are either doing this, you got to understand that it's not real. And it's an illusion, and you'll never win that way. Or you have to understand that if you're on the receiving end of this, why someone is doing it, you have to be empathetic about it, but you don't need to be so emotional or have your emotional pipes flowing so much that you allow yourself to fall victim to this bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like, they want you to understand it. They want you to learn from it. They don't want you to accept it, but they want you to know what this is. Inner growth. Then it says beacon, seeing a ray of hope, a way out of the situation, able to stand your ground. And then they got the Seven of Wands. So whatever the situation is, I feel like there is a crack, or with, like we saw the adjacent possibilities card at the beginning, I feel like there's a crack of hope. There's a crack of light. There's some type of lighthouse in the distance that you can follow when it comes to this situation, or when it comes to moving forward and standing your ground. You are about to get a ray of hope, or to see a lighthouse in the distance about when it comes to leading you in the right direction to get out of a situation. You're being led towards that. And the more you update your perspective, the faster that positive outcome is going to come towards you. Interesting. So can you give me a significant time frame? Yeah, I feel like you guys are seeing something disappointing from a different perspective. And that's basically telling spirit that you're growing and they're going to reward you. You're about to get rewarded for having this updated perspective and changing your mindset. That's why this actual contract between two people is coming towards you. That's why this actual real opportunities coming towards you. And I feel like it's coming in June for a lot of you. Between May, June, and July. What is an important time frame for Pisces? Up in the air. So it's unknown at this time. But I'm feeling May, June, or July, to be honest with you. That would be what? I'm getting like, okay, May, what's that, Taurus season? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. It's that grapefruit. Taurus season, Gemini season, Cancer season, Leo season. But the second half of Taurus and the first half of Leo, okay? But it's up in the air right now. Within 3 months. So what are we in? January, February, March, April, May. Okay, February, March, April. Okay. So yeah, within 3 months, or whenever 3 months is from when you watch this. And then we also have October. So October, I feel like these readings that I'm talking about may resonate, come true, start to fall into place in like October of this year, because I keep pulling that. And I really keep getting significant time frames of definitely January and February, like, because we're talking about right now, the near future. April has been significant. March has been significant. Like every month there's going to be something significant. But May, June, and July have been pretty consistent in terms of time frame, and also October. Let me just get a card for this up in the air. If you continue to have love in your heart and allow your heart to be open, but also allow for understanding of fuckery in situations, yeah, everything is going to be revealed to you in due time. Ask and you shall receive. What's up in the air? King of Wands. What you want, getting what you want, the time. Yeah, they're just saying the time when it comes to you getting what you want, or you seeing like why all this is happening is up in the air. However, the Six of Cups is saying that you are protected. Even though somebody may be trying to leave you vulnerable, you are still protected by spirit. Okay. Let's see. What is the advice for Pisces, spirit? What is the advice overall for Pisces? Things are not what they seem. Things aren't what they seem. We have completion. Yeah, and then we have trust yourself. So basically, I feel like you're manifesting, and the way that you're manifesting is creating a completion to a situation, or it's like there's some type of conflict with the number 5 that's already done. It's already balanced out. Some type of conflict. I was talking about Jupiter, so you may want to look at your Jupiter placement, how or where Jupiter is at right now, what sign it's in, how it's affecting your birth chart, whatever. But there's already something that's complete. And it may seem like you're still going through this conflict, but it's not actually there. Like whatever this big ominous monster or this big scary thing is that you feel like you're looking at, it's not actually there. And I feel like spirit is doing things underneath the surface, or there's things happening underneath the surface, or you've avoided something by going under a situation. And you just have to trust yourself. You are on this bridge. Don't turn back. Don't go backwards. Keep moving forward, okay? Because if you turn back, you're going to fuck yourself up. And if you stand in one place, struggling to make a decision, you're going to fuck yourself up. So I hope that helped. Y'all be sure to subscribe, like the video, put a comment below, put a brain in the comments if it resonated, you guys. Also subscribe to the Underground. Honestly, go subscribe to all my channels, please, y'all. You know, it's just a simple clicking a button. All right. That's all I'm saying. And I appreciate it. Also, if you want a reading, you can book that in the description box below. And let's see, if you want merch, you can get that below. Check your girl out. Follow me on Instagram. Do whatever it is you want to do. And I hope this reading helped you guys. I love you. And I will see you guys next time. Remember, this is our Circle Boost. Bye.